WrestleMania 40 will be absolutely unforgettable. Drew McIntyre won the championship in front of people, Punk was wild and we got a plot twist, Randy was being Randy, our expectations were exceeded, Bayley got her moment, and the story was finished. Put your ones in the air one more time. I know it's not necessarily popular, well, to say that something recent is the greatest thing ever, right? But I truly believe that this WrestleMania was an absolute all-timer. Sue me. See if I care. It truly felt like the new era of the WWE. And again, I'm just so happy that I get to talk about this and share this experience with you. WrestleMania weekend was just absolutely wild, and I'm so happy to be a very tiny part of it. It also goes to show you how you may think you hate something, but if it's executed right, it can certainly get you to be a little bit more open-minded. And while I really enjoyed WrestleMania Night 1, this was just on a whole different level. I feel like Night 1 perfectly set up Night 2 of WrestleMania. And again, you may say, well, WrestleMania this, WrestleMania that, WrestleMania 17, 31... Who cares? I think all that really matters is that this was one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. There's not a single thing on this show that I actually disliked, especially Night 2. So people, let's talk about WrestleMania 40 Sunday. Like, subscribe if you already didn't. One story finished, another continues. 500,000 subscribers. We love America, and the show kicks off with the return of Stephanie McMahon, who puts over Triple H, called it the Paul Levesque era, and she welcomes everybody to WrestleMania. You know, I watched the press conference, and Triple H, I think, got emotional talking about this. He said, Stephanie's back where she belongs, and she kinda got her confidence back. I think that's what he said, so that was a beautiful moment. I'm really happy to see her back. I hope she's going to appear more in the WWE, and hopefully WWE can move on from Vince. I really hope so. The show kicked off with a banger, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. CM Punk was on commentary, Drew McIntyre with a great Scottish entrance. No broken dreams, unfortunately. Seth Rollins is just on a whole different level. I can't even describe this shit. And let's talk about the match. So, I didn't expect much. We've seen it, but I was like, I just want that moment of Drew McIntyre winning the championship. Well, the match was an absolute banger. This was one of the best matches of 2 nights of both WrestleManias. This was wild. I was genuinely surprised. Like, I know it's Drew, I know it's Seth, both great professional wrestlers, but this is perhaps the greatest WrestleMania opener of all time. One of the greatest openers, one of the greatest main events of all time. How can you say that this is not on the list of greatest WrestleManias of all time? CM Punk was fun on commentary, and Drew McIntyre won the World Heavyweight Championship in front of people, and you can see Seth Rollins crying, and my respect for Seth Rollins grew even more. Seth Rollins said, you fucking deserve it. You know, it just goes to show you how much he, respects Drew McIntyre, and how much he cares about this, how much he cared about the World Heavyweight Championship. He carried that championship with pride, and he's happy to see this new champion that he respects, so he believes the championship is in good hands. Well, Drew McIntyre made the same mistake. He focused on CM Punk, and it was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off, but then he crossed the line, and CM Punk, holy, I marked out, dude. He removed this injury arm thingy and started to beat the shit out of Drew McIntyre. My man was not playing around. Then the Judgment Day's music hits, and it's one of my favorite moments of the night. CM Punk having that evil smile on his face. Damian Priest cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase and becomes the World Heavyweight Champion in one of the most memorable moments in recent memory, while CM Punk is just clapping. Look, I said that if this happens, I'm going to hate it, but it was executed so right. The moment was so great. The moment of CM Punk beating the shit out of Drew McIntyre, the Judgment Day's music hits, and CM Punk has that look on his face. That's what sold it to me. You know, on paper, wouldn't like it. Of course, I want to see Drew McIntyre as a champion. But we move with the story. Drew McIntyre is going to chase the championship again. Drew McIntyre is basically gonna go insane, and I can't wait for that. What a moment. And I'm happy that CM Punk played a very big part in this moment, even though he's not clear to compete. We got Snoop Dogg, who is hilarious on commentary. Bubba Ray Dudley was a special guest referee, and it was time for the Philadelphia Street Fight. And it's one of these matches where, obviously, it's not a great match. It was just a lot of fun. That's basically the point of it. Just go and have fun. I'm not gonna act like this was the greatest thing ever. You know, I'm not gonna act like this was amazing and something I would rewatch. It was fun. I think it did the job. Unfortunately, the table broke, but they did a decent job of making it a part of the moment. So Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits won the match. I feel like it would be the wrong move if this was a serious match, but it wasn't. Like, Bubba got involved, you know, get the tables, all that shit. It was just to hype up the crowd, you know, so I believe if that's what they were going for, we got the right result. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. So LA Knight makes his entrance, huge pop, and AJ got a new theme song. Speaking of theme songs, Bayley got a new song, AJ got a new song. Def Rebel need to go. Def Rebel need to go. People who are making music for WWE right now. AJ's music might grow on me. Bayley's music, absolute butt cheeks. Butt cheeks. Butt cheeks. If that. Oh my god. I'm gonna make a confession. I was like, this is probably going to be one of the worst matches of WrestleMania. Nothing against LA Knight or AJ, two of my faves, right? But I'm like, I don't know if they have any chemistry. This is LA Knight's first WrestleMania. I just don't expect much, and I was genuinely surprised. I don't know how the fans feel about it, but I feel like this was a really good match. What certainly helped is the crowd's excitement over LA Knight. I mean, anything he did, people chanted, yeah. This match was a little different than I thought it would be. We got a great BFT cell, and LA Knight got his first victory at WrestleMania. Again, didn't expect much, and maybe that's why I enjoyed this match so much. But I think they did a great job, man. AJ is still the AJ we knew in 2016. Absolutely wild, and you know, I'm so happy that this match delivered because I was really nervous. It was time for the triple threat match for the United States Championship. Logan Paul with a prime entrance. I thought this was KSI, by the way. Kevin Owens shared a moment with Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens just doesn't care, and Randy, you might as well don't give a shit too. At first, this match was exactly what you expected it to be, just Kevin Owens and Randy Orton beating the shit out of Logan Paul. Love to see. But of course, Randy being Randy, he tried to hit that RKO, and then we got Randy versus Kevin Owens, and that's exactly where the match picked up. Another really fun match. You know, I like the variety that we got. The prime bottle spot, man, this was Speed, a YouTuber, streamer, whatever the case may be. He was cussing a lot, and I'm like, you can't do that in the WWE, come on, dude. And Randy Orton kicked the shit out of the dude. That was personal. Man, Randy was just hilarious. The crowd was hot during this match. We got a great quick finish where Logan Paul throws Randy out of the ring, frog splash, and Logan Paul retains the United States Championship. As expected, can't complain. Another great Logan Paul match. I don't know what to tell you. People are going to say I'm too positive, but that's how I felt about this Mania. That's really how I felt. It's time for Bayley versus Io Sky. So like I've said, Bayley got a new theme song, which is absolute butter cheeks. And this match, again, absolutely delivered. I don't know which was better, this one or Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch, but I think it's pretty damn close. To me, this match was more than just a wrestling match, you know, all the moves, all the spots. To me, it was just being happy that Bayley is finally getting her moment. She is one of the most important people in the women's division for a very long time now, right? And at WrestleMania, it was like, it's time to be selfish. It's time for you to get that championship. And that's exactly what we got. Bayley is the new WWE Women's Champion. Beautiful moment. Again, you're watching these documentaries and just basically WWE Network in general, and you see these clips of people talking about WrestleMania, and Bayley's like, this is like happening on a whole different planet. And seeing these people getting their moments, it's just beautiful. The theme song, though, the theme song needs to go. It needs to go right now. People, it was time for the main event. Cody Rhodes with a WrestleMania entrance coming out with Brandy. Roman Reigns came out with a live performance entrance. He's the final boss of the WWE. People, this was the last time we saw Roman Reigns coming out with that championship. Wow. This had a very big match feel. Watching this live feels like you're a part of history. I know it's silly, it's professional wrestling scripted, who gives a fuck, man? This is why we watch Raw and SmackDown every week. to get these conclusions. And I really enjoyed this match. I feel like even before all the interferences, it was a lot of fun. The crowd were eating it up. Again, Roman Reigns talking shit during the match always helps. Bloodline rules, so you know something is about to happen. So Cody was about to win the match. We got Jimmy Uso, but Cody lives. And we got Jay with a spear off the ramp. Match continues. Everything is going fine. And Cody was about to win again. Crossroads, second Crossroads, and of course it's Solo Sikoa. But Cody still kicked out. Spear to Cody. Cody kicks out again. John Cena's music hits. Obviously has a lot of history with Solo Sikoa, so he takes care of Solo. The Rock's music hits. Rock and Cena in the same ring at the same time. Rock bottom to John Cena. The Shield's music hits, and 1% of me was like, oh my god, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are coming out. Obviously, I knew it's not, of course I knew it's not gonna happen, but I was like, this is an odd choice. But then I remember that, Seth Rollins is using the Shield's theme song to mess with Roman's head. That's basically what is happening. What's funny though is that Seth Rollins entered and got his ass kicked right away. Undertaker's gong hits. My man is fuming and he takes care of The Rock. And from this point on, it's Roman Reigns versus Cody. Nobody is going to interfere anymore. Cody, with 3 Crossroads, finally finishes the story. Roman ate that pin with a smile on his face. This was absolutely beautiful. I already made a video on this, but the fact that they just allowed the moment to breathe, allowed us to watch the celebration for like 10 minutes, seeing the WWE roster celebrating with Cody, Michael Cole crying. I know it's goofy, me talking about it like it, but I feel like if you're a wrestling fan, you understand. This is exactly what you wanted out of this moment, and in my opinion, it was better than we thought it would be. Seeing Triple H and Cody in the ring really showed us that we are in the new era of the WWE. It's one of these moments where just roll the credits. It ain't gonna get any better than this. It felt like the ending of the WWE, If you wanna hear me talking more about this, there's a video on the channel already, but thank you for watching this video. Thank you for allowing me to be a tiny part of your WrestleMania experience. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you already didn't. Like this video. We're in the new era of the WWE. Can't wait for Monday Night Raw, and I'm gonna be here talking about it. Thank you for watching. Great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.